today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And back deep for the Giants is Adoree Jackson.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide, but hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. Now Jones.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now that brings up third down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Looking to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from him?
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by taking it right down Broadway. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A final shot before break. Jones, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. First and 10. Jones over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's second down and 3. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's the fullback.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, they try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Looking to throw. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now with Gray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Here's Gray on 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They run again here with Gray. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Eric Gray.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So Tua and the Dolphins down 21-14. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua.
Being chased out left.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Well, Tua's going to change things up. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Tua.
Dancing to his left. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal. Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon,